We're going to talk a little bit about how to set up the audio in a 5D Mark III, that's this guy, with the RNG. So I'm going to get started really quickly and turn it on. This is a non-hacked 5D Mark III. We highly recommend hacking them. If you want to see the procedure with a hacked camera, it's a little bit different. Anyway, here we are, 5D non-hacked. Press menu. Here's all the menus, and we can go back and forth through them, obviously with this, and if you have one of these, you know that. On the fourth of camera control, the fourth red menu is audio, is in here. So we just roll on down, sound recording. It says manual already, that's cool. So you definitely want manual, not auto. This is the one that is no good, right? And here's the record level control, and here's a meter, so conveniently for you. Now when you have it plugged into the RNG, you'll notice that we have a 1 dB per division here instead of 6 dB or 3 dB. That's pretty cool. And -12 is where it starts to turn yellow. And if I turn this all the way up, let's go down to the level control, and I'll just turn this way up. You can see this turns red at the top. That means it's clipping, your audio is no good. So we don't want any of that. So really we want this meter to be as close to the RNG, and we want this camera to be the absolute highest performance on its own. The more you add gain in the camera, the noisier it is and the lower the performance is. So the ideal position is actually all the way down, except that you might be aware that all the way down is off. So we can't get any signal into here off. It's just a weird design. I guess it's kind of comes from the home stereo way of thinking of volume. In fact, it even kind of looks cool like that. So we could listen to some tunes on here. Anyway, so we're going to turn this up 1 click from off. So if you keep going all the way down to it's off, and we turn it up 1. See that? You notice the old position is marked in blue, so we go up 1. That's the lowest gain possible, so that's the lowest noise, the highest headroom, the best quality audio, assuming you can get an appropriate signal in, and that's what the RNG does. Press OK. The only problem with the non-hacked camera is it doesn't go low enough. We need about 3 more clicks before it reaches a commercial line level like 0 dBu. This is a weird, it's not -10, it's even lower than that. It's like a -16 dB for clipping, so it's a little bit strange. So the only thing we can do about this is be aware of that. When you look at the meter on the RNG, you'll notice that you can't turn this down anymore in the camera, and when the RNG shows -12 dB when it switches to yellow, your camera is actually up at 0 dB and it's clipping. So just make sure with a non-hacked camera, at least on the 3.2 RNG, that with a non-hacked camera, just don't get into the yellow, because the yellow actually is kind of like the red. This gives you the absolute best performance. With a hacked camera, even the same camera, you have controls that can match that actually better. The gain does go lower than this, so the controls have a wider range. So it actually, that's one of the reasons why we like the hacked camera, is you can increase the performance even greater. And that's about it.